Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Grab a seat, grab a drink, and let's get into it. Holy Spirit, I ask that you protect me, my viewers, and our families from anything of the dark, any evil eyes, spell work, voodoo, hexes, curses, just anything negative and negative comments. Return to sender 20 billion times fold. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Alright. Let's see what's going on. It's a beautiful day here in California. I hope you all are having a great day. We got beautiful weather. I'm sorry if you don't, okay? But it's coming. Alright. Holy Spirit, please show my viewers the cards they need to see. Ooh, thank you. Oh wow. It's coming out like lightning. Alright. A lot of messages here. Wow. Oh, that's not good. I'm not liking what I'm seeing already. Oh, God. Not again. In the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke this woman and this man. Please protect the children of this person. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Alright, so right off the bat, I am seeing someone that's in a relationship with someone. They could be married. It doesn't have to be, and it doesn't really matter. They're in this person's life, okay? It looks like this person, out of desperation, okay, ended up with this other person. I guess they were slim pickings because they have some children here from another person, and I guess the pickings were slim or whatever. They weren't patient enough here. They weren't thinking. They weren't thinking logically when they ended up in this relationship, I feel. Okay. Take it how it resonates. Okay, but it definitely wasn't planned out or thought of, these children in this relationship. I'm very sorry if you see the screen or your screen blinking. My monitor is having issues again. I'm going to have to replace it, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I'm very sorry if it blinks, okay? Bear with me. The thing is, okay, they rushed into this situationship. This person cannot be alone. They're very codependent. It looks like here they're either their spouse or just person that they had these children with, the mother to these children or the father to these children. Things didn't work out. It was a karmic relationship. Okay, they were both karmics. One had enough, wanted to heal, and couldn't do it with this karmic here that has custody of these children, okay, and moved on to something, to another path, okay? This relationship wasn't supposed to be a forever thing. This was a relationship to learn lessons from, have, your children, and, grow, okay? These are your children, okay? They always come first, obviously. You can never replace your children, and I could never see anybody wanting to unless you're absolutely psycho, and then you just deserve to die. So, I just don't understand this, but it happens a lot more often than not. Anyway, no judgment. It is what it is. I'm just going to say what I see, and that's it. Take it how it resonates. But it's a very selfish energy here, desperate energy, codependent energy, okay? This person fears to be alone and pretty much will deal with anyone or anything that will deal with them and their children. Now, they may or may not have custody of these children. It could be a custody thing between both parents here. Like maybe it's like some kind of co thing. Like maybe this person has the kids like half of the week, and the other half of the week goes to another parent. It's something to do with that. I don't know exactly why that's showing up. I don't know why that matters. I guess it just, maybe that's what it is for these children, okay? So here's the thing. You went out with this person out of desperation. I don't care how you take it, if you don't like it, whatever. It is what it is. It's showing up in the cards. You're codependent here. Someone is codependent here. Someone has a lot of healing to do. They never even healed the first relationship when things, got broken off yet. They didn't heal that. They just jumped into another relationship or situationship here. The thing is, you ended up going with somebody here who pretty much is another karmic for you, okay? They're not good to your children. It's a very selfish energy here. They don't do anything to really do anything good for your children. I do see this person is very, very fake. So when you are around this person, they act like they're the best thing on earth. They're just so sweet and kind and generous, and you don't understand why your children don't like this woman or man. You don't understand why, they're such a perfect person. They're so great to your children because that's what they're showing you. But they're not behind closed doors, okay? Looks are deceiving. You're being very oblivious and stupid right now. Wake the fuck up, all right? Wake the fuck up. And what are you doing? First of all, why would you bring any child into a new relationship not even feeling out this person with your child or children? Okay, I don't feel these children even grew a bond with this person to begin with. But you threw this person in here, in this home, where your children live. Okay, and that's not right. It's very selfish. I don't care. That's selfish. Yeah, it's difficult to be a step parent, but that's a choice you made going into this relationship or situationship, okay? What about the children? It is so much harder for them to deal with you making bad choices, and they're the ones suffering. They're the ones suffering with your codependency here, okay? It's not fair on them. And you're not teaching them anything good by doing that, okay? You really need to go heal. You need to get rid of this person. It's a karmic, and they're not good. They're a gold digger. They see income tax money coming in. They see just money and benefits coming out of your wallet. They don't care about your children, okay? They don't care anything about your children, okay? Yeah, you really need to really think about that, and maybe have some cameras in your home. I wouldn't trust this person around any children at that. They don't have a good temperament. They're very hurtful, like with their words, okay? I'm not going to get into all the details, but just know that this person who acts extra sweet to you is a red flag, and your children might be quiet. Their energy might be shifting and they're kind of weird. They're acting up more, or vice versa. You need to open your eyes and really study your children and how they're reacting around this person and their environment, because they're not feeling like they got a good home anymore. Okay, they're not. This person's not good for your children's well-being. Period. So you need to do something about it before something happens, because I see a lot of issues here. Okay, and it's going to cause a lot of trauma for these children in the long run, and good luck with that. Okay, that's all I gotta say for that situation here. I'm also seeing another gold digger here. Well, again, it's another karmic here. Another karmic. This is a woman. I feel like it's a feminine energy. There's children involved here. This one takes care of the children. They're just very selfish here. Okay, they're very selfish here. When it comes to, I don't know, it's like a one-sided relationship I'm seeing. Oh wait, no. It's this masculine complaining about their wife. Okay, so there's a masculine here complaining to people about their wife, and they're telling their friends and possibly even family members that they're close to. Masculine energy here, very heavy on the masculine energy, and there's a feminine, like a third party here. This masculine is telling people that they chose wrong. That's what's going on here. They're telling people that this person here is a gold digger, that they married a gold digger, that this person is heartless and they're lazy, they don't do nothing around the house, they can't cook, they don't clean. All they care about is getting their nails done, going into salons and bid their hair. And I'm hearing those words just the way they are. Oh, what a nasty energy. A lot of gossip here, and it's really bad. Really, this is a drama king here. This is a masculine that, is a drama king. They love to talk bad about the people that they deal with. When things don't go their way, this person sings like a canary there about all their problems to anyone who'll listen, basically. They're not a real man, I'm sorry. They're just not. Real men don't act like this. I would hope not, anyway. You would not see me with this fucking idiot. I don't know. It's another douchebag. Oh, Jesus. You be complaining about everything. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do nothing, you're lazy, you're bad in bed. They can't do nothing with you. You're so jealous and possessive. You can't handle nothing on your own, is what they're saying. But here's a true story. But the real deal here is it's them. It's not you. I see that you do everything you're supposed to do, even if you're a housewife, okay? You do the cooking to your best that you can. Even if you can't fucking cook, you're still trying, okay? Or you're doing whatever you gotta do, okay? You go buy the food that's frozen and cook it, whatever. There's still food on the table. I don't care how it got there, you fucking put it there. He's just an ungrateful dickhead, okay? He's very ungrateful. Or this masculine energy is very ungrateful, rather, okay? It could be a female, but it's a masculine energy, okay? They're complaining and bickering, but the truth is you are a good person, okay? You shine. You are very attractive. You might not feel that way because this person puts you down, and they putting you down and acting that way. They're trying to make you feel insecure because they're very jealous of you. They don't want you to look pretty. They don't want you to feel pretty. You need to get rid of this person, okay? If this is you, this person is toxic for you. okay? I know they're a little shitbag and, they're just immature and pretty much useless in your life. I don't see them doing anything really great besides maybe if they bring home a paycheck, if that, but other than that, I mean, you're not happy with this person. This person talks a lot of shit about you. They say a whole lot and do so little. They're very useless around the house. They don't want to take care of the kids that they made. They don't appreciate anything that you do. They're very ungrateful. Okay, they think you're supposed to be a slave and do everything for them. And you're not. Okay, you're way more than that. I see this person taking care of the whole house, the children, making sure everybody's fed and clean and, the house is tidy. So you like to look clean and you like to feel beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. You should be doing that. You're doing what you're supposed to do. It's just masculine, okay? He's not even a masculine. It's just, he's a douchebag with, male energy, okay? That's what he is. I'm sorry, I have no respect for this person because how you gonna be like that? You have somebody at home working their ass off, taking care of your kids, feeding them, making sure, everything in the house is running the way it's supposed to, and then they're sitting there, and they have the audacity to go sit there and talk about you to other people. That's just not a real man. I'm sorry. That's a douchebag. Get rid of him. And I'm saying get rid of him because as soon as you do, you're going to be so much happier here. I do see you and your 10 of cups here just on your own with your children. You don't need anybody else. You have yourself. He still has to pay child support. So if that's what you're worried about, he's got to pay it. And he will. Because it'll be coming out of his paycheck. Especially if this person's in the military. Some of them are in the military here. It'll come right out. Direct deposit. Out of their bank account. Don't worry about that. Military don't play with child support, sweet pie. They make sure those kids they're supposed to. I mean, from what I understand, they pull out that money for child support. I know the Marine side does. I don't know. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just make a plan. Spirit wants you to make a plan. Make a plan. Put money away. Okay. I'll put up another account if you don't have one already and start, making a nest egg there. Start looking around for, well, you can stay living where you're living, but you're going to have to change all the locks. Get an alarm system on there because you can't trust anybody after that. I wouldn't. You're going to... You're going to want to think about this in your future with your children because it's toxic for your children to watch this masculine energy treating you the way they do, because now they're going to grow up and start treating their husbands and wives that way, and we don't need any more of that, right? No. So I know it's easier said than done, but you're strong enough to do it when you're ready, okay? It's just something to think about, okay? Alright, so next. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody here went on a vacation, it looks like. I'm seeing New Orleans, I'm seeing Mexico, or somewhere near Mexico, or New Mexico, something with Mexico. Alright, somebody is feeling haunted, somebody is feeling like they're being watched all the time, but not by people, but something that's dead, like not alive or living. New Orleans, really, they say that's, I've never been there, personally. I heard it's beautiful and stuff, but I couldn't. It's just, with the history there alone in New Orleans, I'm good. That's just, if you're empathic, you'll know what I mean. It's just too much depressing energy there. I know during those, parties and stuff like that, people have a good time. But spiritually, it's a rough time for some people, okay? You have a lot of it's like a portal there. A lot of things from history are there. A lot of spirits are still there. People have, seen buildings appear and then disappear. People have appeared and disappeared. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. There's a lot of witchcraft, a lot of voodoo there. There's a lot of, the stories that come out of there, the vampires, the werewolves, you got witches, warlocks, okay, then you got the histories of slavery, unfortunately, there, which I can't. That is just so sad. You have a lot of mixed energy there, and it's a very unsafe place to be if you never been there before, okay, from what I understand. You never want to go there alone. You definitely don't want to, get to be too open with people. Be careful what you buy there, and including in Mexico too. And just any foreign place you've never been, you really have to use your intuition here, because there are, unless you live there and you know the place like that, you got to be really careful. Okay, people do spell work and smile in your face. You have no idea who they are. A lot of people don't have good intentions here. Anyway, I'm seeing somebody maybe that went to New Orleans, maybe on vacation or something, went to some shops or something, and they have cute things, I'm sure. I'm seeing somebody looking at unique things and beautiful things, and they're just so happy. They're on vacation and they just want little souvenirs to bring home or to their family or whatever. Well, someone ended up getting a souvenir that they shouldn't have. Immediately when you grabbed it, I feel like the time that you grabbed this thing, you were just so drawn to it. And you know what I'm talking about if this is you. You were very drawn to this thing, and it was meant that way, this spell work, okay? It's actually, there's a demon that, like negative forces, like a demon that's attached to this trinket that you bought. And I'm seeing more than one person. I think one went to New Orleans, maybe someone went to Mexico or something like that. It's like those a different country, okay, where they do a lot of voodoo. There was a lot of strong past historical things that happened, events that happened that were real tragic, like beyond tragedy. And it's very much alive there. Okay, so anyway, somebody has something here from some of those places, and there are dark forces that are pretty much on that thing that you bought. People will sell things, okay, to hurt people. They will. People, not all voodoo is bad, but there is bad ones, okay, and well, to me, I don't believe in, I would never deal with anybody with voodoo, and it's just not for me. I'm not a believer in that stuff, but I know it exists, but anyway, people do voodoo, okay? They do voodoo. They have bad intentions, okay? Like I said about buildings appearing and then disappearing, that happens over there. I heard in New Orleans and I think in Mexico or something. I've heard about it. I don't know. I've never actually witnessed it myself, okay? But whatever trinket you bought, somebody bought something. I feel it might have been one of those shops that appear and then disappear and you would have no idea. There's even, dead people I heard that walk around, like spirits walking around in full body form, okay? And they're very much dead, but you would not know that. I heard like it's a portal there, I heard in New Orleans, okay? You have to be very careful. So anyway, somebody had bought something from their souvenir. That souvenir, there's a voodoo attached to it. There's a demon, a demonic thing attached to this thing. You're very drawn to it. It's burning out your energy. It's draining. It might be causing some sickness in your family or in your household. If you feel like you're very drained, or you're getting like bad fortune, like, your money's going down too fast, or things are just not going right in your life ever since you bought this trinket, okay? You're not going to be able just to grab it and throw it in the garbage because the voodoo that's on there ain't going nowhere, sweet pie. And sage isn't enough, okay? So here's the thing. This type of voodoo that's on there and it's cursed with it. You got a souvenir that's cursed, okay? It's something you're very drawn to, and it's very eye catching. You're very drawn to it, okay? You need to go take that to some practitioner or priest or pastor or somebody with a real strong belief in God, okay? Or if that's not what you're about, then you're going to want to take it to whoever is very powerful in their faith, okay, and bring it there. You can't just dispose of this. Sage isn't enough. It's a voodoo. Yeah. So that's why it's now attached to you in your household. Kind of like in a Ouija board, okay? The ones that are possessed by something. If you throw that shit in the garbage after you done play with it, it ain't going nowhere. It's coming back in your house. The real possessed ones, okay? And what you have there with you, that gadget that you got, it's really possessed. And I don't feel that even if you throw it in the trash, that entity that's attached to it is still going to be attached to you and your household, or wherever in your household you have it, okay? So you're going to want to be very careful here, and please get rid of it, but the right way, and it's not by throwing it in the trash. Like I said, you're going to have to take that with you to someone who deals with the dark or God, whatever you believe in. Yeah, go do that, because it is draining you, and it's not going to get better. It gets stronger, okay? So please go do something with that. It's very dangerous. And, for everyone else here who likes to travel, that's wonderful. Just be very cautious about buying things in little shops, okay? Because like I said, people will smile in your face, but they'll sell you a trinket or something that's has a spell work on it, a voodoo on it, to harm people, to drain you of money and stuff, because they're the ones who gain the money after you lose it. It's like they steal from you with this omen or this voodoo thing that they put on these trinkets. It's very real, okay? Please be very careful. When you go to these different countries too, people, they're very, people who do voodoo, a lot of them are very strong in their practice. It's no joke, okay? They know what they're doing. And, to be more powerful, they have to sacrifice things, all right? And whatever way they can do it, they will. You know what I mean? So just be very, very cautious and careful. And I say that with love because I don't want anybody to get hurt, okay? All right. Let's see. I'm seeing a very impatient grandmother here, or mother, but more like it's a grandma. It's very, very impatient. She literally has an issue, like she has a mental issue, whether it's bipolar or she might have multiple personality syndrome, or whatever that shit is called, where you have different characters that come out when I don't know. It's some kind of shit like that, okay? Sorry, but I'm not a doctor, but she definitely has a mental issue. She gives herself headaches. One minute she explodes with anger, the next minute is like she's buying you something and because she feels guilty from exploding. It's very toxic, her character, okay? And you have to be very careful here, but it's a medical condition here. And it's due from her trauma in her life. I feel like she's maybe on her second or third marriage or something. She's always been around karmic people, toxic people, but I feel like this grandmother is a water sign, okay? She has water heavily in her chart. Because she takes everything personal and everything goes to her heart chakra, okay? And she's not logical. When people tell her logical things, she takes it personal. Whether it's your child who's very young, okay, she can be inappropriate or have a sharp tongue, like get angry really fast, have a hot temper. You're going to want to watch this person around your children because I don't find them safe around your children. They're not stable enough mentally to take care of your children, although they might seem like they are, they're not. They might make impulsive decisions and do stupid things that make no sense. It's a red flag. Okay, they do have mental issues. You might want to, find them something to help them, professional help. All you can do is just tell them in a nice way that, they might have something wrong with them because you witnessed this, and that. Most likely, a lot of them are going to be like, oh no, I'm not the problem, you are, and try to gaslight you after telling, just, keep your children away from this person, far away as possible. If you live with this person, stay out as much as you can, okay? Or try to separate yourself as much as you can, okay? And pray. Pray a lot for this person because they are a hot mess and they do have negative energy and entities attached to them. There's like a jealous demon. It's like a demon of jealousy here. Very, very jealous, very controlling person. Everything has to be their way. It makes no sense. They could even have like an OCD where certain things have to be in a certain way, in a perfect way, but everything else around them is chaos. Because OCD doesn't make any sense, right? A person with it is very, awful to have it. A friend of mine has it, and they struggle a lot with it. I feel bad, but she gets help for it though. But it's like you're obsessed. It's an obsessive behavior over something. You're washing your hands over and over again. It's an impulsive behavior that I've seen and I've worked with. But they can have something like that also, like something. It might not be extremely bad to that point, but when this person is stressed out, they can have like an OCD that just comes out. You know what I mean? But I see that they stress themselves out a lot with this mental disorder that they got. They need help. Don't leave your children with this person, please. Do not ever leave your kids with this person. Don't spend too much time with them because they do get frustrated and they start talking bad behind your back. This person is also very selfish too. This is a type of person that is very jealous on how you care for your children or your spouse or whatever it is that you care for because they don't have the same treatment in their life. They might act like a child themselves looking for the same attention that you give to either your spouse or your own children. That's why I'm saying like this person is very toxic, okay? So be very careful and aware because jealous people like this can harm your children, okay? So be very careful and mindful who you leave your children with. All right, there is no money great enough to put your child in any kind of danger ever. Money does not matter when it comes to your child's safety, obviously. So please be very careful here. I'm also seeing someone here that's been like stalkerish to you. They're obsessed with you actually, but they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it, but they're not doing a really good job. It looks like this person was, okay, in your perspective, you think that they were in a relationship with another feminine energy or male energy, whatever. It's a feminine energy and masculine energy. There's two of each, okay? But this person, anyway, it seems like they had a lot of interest in you over a year ago or longer, okay? And then suddenly they just stopped either interacting with you, stalking you, or whatever they were doing. So for some of you, they were stalking you, trying to gain information about you. Then once they found out you were too good for them, they moved on to something that was karmic and low vibrational because they felt power, in that energy of being better than someone else, okay? That was like their ego, but their ego got them in trouble here because they ended up with somebody who was extremely annoying and controlling, and they just argued a lot with them. They didn't have a good connection here. A lot of arguing and disagreements here. They kicked themselves in the ass for dealing with this person. They sort of wish that they didn't drop you and they not drop you. I don't want to say it that way, but they kicked themselves in the ass for making you an option, and a second option at that. You never been an option, okay? In their mind, you were a second option because they were chasing this first option and you at the same time. But when they found that you are extra, in their mind, like extra work to get, that you're the type of person that you're not easy to get, okay? You're not an easy person. You're a person where, you're very well calculated, you know what you want, and you're not going to you don't chase anybody, and you're definitely not going to deal with somebody who, wants to have you however way they want you. You're not about that life. They found you very challenging here because they didn't know how to approach you because they're used to low vibrational people, if that makes sense. And lower vibrational people to them are very easy because they don't have to change who they are. They don't have to be something other than themselves. They don't have to work on anything or build up on anything to get to these low vibrational people. They're easy to get or come by. This is what I'm seeing. In this person's, mind you, this person's perspective, not mine, theirs. This is what's coming out of their thoughts and their energy, okay? They just found that you were just, too much work because they don't want somebody that they have to work to get, okay? They don't like that. They like the chasing challenge, but once they just felt that the challenge that it would be to get you is just way too high and they just don't have it, okay? In their mind, they just think that they're not good enough, okay? They have their own insecurities. But really, they had to go through an ego death here, and that's why they ended up with that karmic. I don't feel that you were very much attracted to them like they are to you. It was like a total opposite attraction here, where you could have been a totally different type of body build, or culture or race, okay, than they are. And it was like a really big difference where this person just never been attracted to that, but suddenly they are very attracted to you with these differences, okay? And this is someone very different from what you are, the opposite of you, okay? It's your complete opposite. Whether it be looks, culture, religion, whatever, it's your opposite, okay? But this is just, it's a soulmate, it's a karmic soulmate, okay? And they are just very triggered by you because there are a lot of lessons here that they needed to learn from you. Even if you are in a relationship, okay? They are being triggered by you because they have things within themselves they need to go heal and they need to fix in this lifetime. Now, this soulmate has come from a different lifetime with you. You've dealt with them in a different lifetime. Could have been a relationship, a romantic one at one point. And that's why his soul or her soul is getting triggered and having these romantic feelings because of that, okay? But this is like lessons that they need to learn, okay? And there might be some lessons that some of you are learning with this connection too, but not as dramatic as it is for them, okay? It's kind of, they've been like really obsessed with you. They don't know why. They feel very protective of you. They feel like you belong to them in a point, and I feel like they also jump with this karmic too, because the energy they feel from you is just so strong, like too strong, and they just couldn't handle being around your energy alone. So they ended up choosing this weaker, lower vibrational person, okay, to sort of like distract them of some kind of way. And also to try and bring you down as far as your energy. So they were trying to make you jealous, okay? Thinking that it would bring your energy down, like if you felt bad about yourself, like, you know, if you felt bad about yourself, like like they were trying to make you feel like a third party or a choice, or like you weren't good enough, okay? They're trying to make a competition here because they felt like you were causing competition with them, with someone else. So it's like a copycat type of thing, but you weren't doing that. They just think in their mind that you were purposely flirting with them, and you might have not have been flirting with them at all, but in their mind, because they're so drawn to you, every little, you know, even just looking at them makes them think you're flirting with them in their mind because they're so drawn to you. Their mind is playing tricks with them as they're hallucinating. So, and for some of them, it's kind of scary because they actually have this whole relationship going on in their head, and it just wasn't happening in real life, but in their head only, okay? So, yeah, some of these people do have some issues mentally, all right? But again, it's all triggers for them to heal, and for some it's actually karma for them to go through this because of people or things that they've done in their lifetimes here that just wasn't right. So it's kind of like, you know, for some, it's like divine is putting them into someone else's shoes that they might have hurt one too many times, or I don't know, it's something to do with that. I can't put my finger exactly on it, but that's what it feels like, okay? Anyway, it looks like this person that they were trying to make you jealous with here, or make you feel less than, okay, it didn't affect you in that way at all because you're not even attracted to this person and you can give two shits about them. But in their mind, they think that you're obsessed with them just as much as they are with you. And it can't be any more wrong than that. But the problem that I'm seeing here, the person that they were dealing with here, that they were trying to make you jealous with, they felt like they were being used. They caught them Googling you, like Google eyes, like looking at you, staring at you. They felt it in their energy, their attraction to you. They know it's not your fault because, you're not interacting with them. But they're very angry with this person, okay? Yeah, they feel like they're in a competition with you, and there's no competition here. So, it looks like they had a fight recently, within the past couple of days, okay? Because of you. Because it's not you, it's not your fault. It's just that their triggers of you is causing their friendship, relationship, dating ship, whatever this shit is for them, to fall apart. Okay, but it wasn't stable to begin with. That's not your problem, it's them. So they're having a lot of arguments at this time. And so you might see this person by themselves now, where you were seeing them with another person for a while. You might not see them around that person right now because they are fighting and arguing and having disagreements over you. And you won't know that because you don't even socialize with this person to begin with. Like I said, they might be having this whole relationship in their head, and you don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's something like that. It's some kind of weird thing like that. So now I see them, they're like watching you, stalking you again because that other karmic is no longer around them. So they have this freedom to be chasing you again. I don't feel that they're like following you around, but they're making sure you don't see them because they're afraid of being caught. They don't want to be caught. I strongly feel they can be a Taurus here. Tauruses don't like to be caught on their mess. Like if they're stalking you, they try to do it as they try to be very discreet when they follow around people. They try to hide themselves, but if you're intuitive and you're an air sign, it doesn't work out for them. You know that they're there. You know that they're following you. You know that they're stalking you. You know they have more extra free time now because you don't see that person that they were hanging out with all the time. Yeah, they're coming back and, but I'm also seeing here they're very disappointed this time around because they're not getting the feedback that they used to get from you. I feel like you could be a Gemini or you can be a Libra. Okay, either Libra or Gemini, some air sign here, not Aquarius, because Aquarius don't play games like this. It's mostly Libras and Geminis get a kick out of these little stupid games, especially Geminis. The younger ones do, and some of the older ones do too, take it how it resonates. But, Geminis, we love games. We are the playful child of all the zodiac signs. But eventually when we get tired of your ass, you get burned. So what happened is I feel like maybe in the beginning, maybe you were playing eye contact with this person or having little flirty gestures, and you might not even think that you're being flirty because, see, sometimes Gemini just has that personality, okay, and Libras too, where they have a flirty personality in general, and they don't even realize that they don't see themselves as trying to flirt. It's just their bubbly type of personality, their character just makes them look like they're flirting, but they're not actually intentionally doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? All the time. It's just a Gemini's character and a Libra sometimes. So, the thing with this person, they're a Taurus. I'm feeling heavily Taurine. Taurus is an earth sign, so they're very grounded to the earth, right? And they're different, much different than an air sign. And they can be, some of them, not saying all of them, but some of them can be like very stalkerish. They want to know everything and everything about somebody. But once they have somebody, it's like, they keep them and they're very important to them. They take everything very personal in a relationship, a Taurine, I heard. I've never been with one, but that's what I hear. So anyway, the thing is, because it's just your playful nature to be playful and all that. But this person was taking it to a different extent. If you were kind of being a little playfully, a little giggly or whatever, they took it, in a personal way, more serious, okay? Yeah, so you're not playful with them anymore. For those of you who were playful with this Taurus, they're very disappointed because you ain't playing with them anymore. You got bored. You got bored with them. You're like, you're just boring. Yeah, you got bored with this Taurus. This Taurus is very quiet. They don't talk much. So naturally, this relationship would never work out. If you're a Gemini, this type of Taurus here, it would just never work out. Because you would get very bored. This person is about routine. They do the same freaking shit every day. Eat the same food every day. Like, they're very strict with their diet. They don't like to explore anything new. They're just fucking boring. I'm sorry, dude. I have nothing against earth signs. I really don't. But even in the bedroom, they're boring. Okay, like, it might be fun the first couple of times, but then after that, you find out it's a routine. It's boring, okay? They're just really fucking boring. And now that you're not teasing or playing with them or even looking at them or having any eye contact, they could be staring at you really hard, trying to get you to look at them so they can feel better, so they can feel like they're acknowledged. And you just don't give a fuck. And you're just like, dude, I don't even notice you. So, and you're like, it's summertime, everybody looks good, and you're just chilling. You just have no interest in this person at all. And they're really bothered by that because they're being triggered. They're obsessed with you. They still have that obsession. And then that person that would help them with that obsession, okay, will kind of take their mind off of you. They're fighting with them now. So they don't have anyone to help them be like a security blanket or protect them like a shield to your energy here. They're very triggered by you and they don't have any protection. And that protection is being taken away by the divine on purpose because they need to be triggered so they can change whatever things they have to change within themselves. And they're not doing the work. They're trying to avoid it and just cover it up with someone else. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with you at all. Just move on and do your thing. Don't even pay attention to this nitwit because he's a weirdo. But he's just going to be staring at you and Google eyeing you all the time. You're going to feel it. You're going to see it. There's nothing you can really do about it besides ignore it. But when you ignore them, it makes them even more frustrated to the point where they're probably going to act like a peacock and start ruffling up their feathers and doing their little dance there. Like, come on, you want me. I can see that happening. What a silly read. Anyway, yeah. So, warning, they might do the most to get your attention. Don't, I warned you. You have a peacock in your hand, okay? You have a peacock that is desperate for your attention here. I don't see them doing anything bad, but I do see them stalking you harder than they did before. If they're not yet, because it is just fresh, this argument that happened between them and this person, it might be completely over, okay? And if it is, oh God, brace yourself, because this peacock, oh my God, they're just not going to leave you alone. They're going to do the most to get that attention from you. They're going to do the most to try to trigger you, because they're feeling triggered by you. So they're going to do the most. But they're just going to give themselves like really bad karma here or something. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't like the energy. I'm just saying. Okay, so let me get you some love messages here. What they need to see. Oh my gosh, a whole book, really? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, so leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. Okay? For a reason. It could be for your protection here. Okay? It's not meant to be. Nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Okay. Open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Okay, like we're talking about that. If we're talking about this, we're talking about this Taurus here, probably. You've seen how they were the first time. They were flirting with you. They were trying to do the most to play with you and get to know you, right? And then all of a sudden they felt like it was too much of a chase, and they dropped you and went after the low vibrational person. So that's why it's saying here to open your eyes for that situation. Now, the other thing too, this is also for the people who choose these they have they choose someone, they have a family already. They're not treating their children well, only when their father or the mother is around, is when they act like they care about these children, and they don't. Right here, open your eyes. They show you who you are the first time. You see this person and all they talk about is me. That's your red flag. It's all about them, nobody else. So it's a real, eye opener here. Keep your eyes open always, okay? Past lives. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. That's the Taurus right here. This is a Taurus. Please excuse my ugly nails, but I've been in my garden, and yeah, my nails are broken from tying up a whole bunch of vines and stuff. Okay, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. True and lasting love is here for you. Okay? So there is love coming through if you haven't got it already. If some of you who are either married or attached to someone right here, and everything is going well, and if your partner is, that you're with right now, if you're with someone, if you're married to someone especially, and you have like a Taurus like this that is being triggered by you and your spouse, do know, even though you're married, it doesn't matter. Soulmates from your past, karmic ones especially, they can come around. They will come around sometimes in lifetimes, even though you're married, okay? So don't think because you're married it can't happen to you. It absolutely can, as long as there's lessons to be learned between either you or them. It can happen, okay? Marriage doesn't stop other soulmates from coming through to learn something from you. Not saying it's a soulmate to marry, no. Um, and do know if you are married, okay, and this person is a karmic soulmate, no, you're not meant to be with this karmic soulmate. You are divinely guided, and you already have your soulmate that you're meant to be with in this lifetime, and that's the person that you married, okay, that you're getting along with most of the time, okay. You got to realize you are human, so arguments do happen, okay. No relationship is perfect, even with your soulmate. There always will be differences, okay, but you are with the person you're supposed to be with. You're not supposed to leave your person for this freak, okay, this Taurus. No. They're only learning things from you. They're only being triggered by you, or they're being very obsessed with you and your energy, but they're not meant for you, okay? There's a big difference. Don't leave the person that you're with ever for this person, okay? That's not what the message is about here. I'm just letting you know not to do that, because you'll be making a really big mistake, okay? Alright, so that's what I have for you all today. I hope, if this resonated, let me know in the comments, only if it resonated. I'd like to know. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It's absolutely free, and you don't gotta pay a damn thing. But it helps me put out more content, okay? And I do this for free, so even though it's general, it's still my time, and I'm still giving it for free. And, I love to help people. So, show some love, please, and give me a like button and a subscribe button, because it's free. And I appreciate each and every one of you who do. You are such a blessing to me, always. I love you all very much. Stay safe. And please be very, very careful when you're traveling. And I know we like to get things, from little shops and stuff. Just make sure, if you're drawn to something that much, there might be something, it might be a red flag, okay? Just please be careful. All right, I love you all, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.